Manchester United, nicked by more strikers. And what do you think about Tammy Abraham and Sterling? Any comments on Harry Kane is struggling on in every August?
It's a big gamble from Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to leave the main job to the three of them, as in Martial, Rashford, and young boy Mason Greenwood, and not replace Romelu Lukaku. I think that could come back to bite them in the coming months. A lot of pressure on them to do well. Harry Kane has now broken that duck of not scoring in August. Of course, he got the 2 goals against Aston Villa early on. Sterling again is having a fantastic season. His goal scoring has improved so much over the past 3 seasons. The positions he now gets into, Pep obviously has worked on it on the training ground, helped him get into those positions, and you, rather than hope when he goes through, now you're expecting Raheem Sterling to score if he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Tammy Abraham's had a very good start, played in the Championship last season, did well, scored goals, but from playing in the Championship to the Premier League is a huge difference. So for him to score in the way he has, he got 2 more goals at the weekend. He's got a manager who's willing to give him a chance. He's got a manager who believes in him. So from his point of view, he'll be full of confidence and have the belief that he can go on and score goals on a regular basis in the Premier League.
And which is your favourite English striker in current Premier League?
Harry Kane. I think I'm a huge fan of his. He can do almost everything you want from a forward. If you can't bully him because he's big and strong, he can go up against you. He can run in behind if you leave the space. He can also go short for the ball because he's got great touch and technique. Brings others into the game. Will always score goals. I'm a huge fan of Harry Kane.
So we have seen Manchester United have missed their last 2 vital penalties with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And how come they sued? And is this the matter of discipline? Managers who have made it clear who will take it.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Marcus Rashford scored one against Chelsea with great confidence, stuck it away superbly well. And then they get another penalty a week later. Then the manager comes out and says, well, I'll just leave it up to Pogba and to Rashford to sort out on the pitch. I don't think that's the right way to go. But you have to have your designated penalty taker. If he's on the pitch, for argument's sake, Rashford, then he takes it. You can't decide there and then, I don't think, who takes it. It should be up to the manager to say, he is my penalty taker. And of course, Pogba takes it, misses it. Then all of a sudden, the whole world is now watching a week later, and it was pretty inevitable that what would happen, Man United would get a penalty again, and then it would have to be sorted out on Rashford. And so there's enough pressure on you anyway to take penalties. It's hard enough. You don't need extra pressure on you, which of course there was. So the manager, I think, should have, and of course has since done, named that Rashford is his penalty taker. So he has to take them. And that's his responsibility to do that. If you miss 2 on the spin, then of course you have to maybe look at someone else. He's now missed 1. I'm sure that if they get another one, it'll be Rashford again.
If you were the head coach of Manchester United, who would you leave aside to have penalty kicks?
I would have Rashford, yeah. I would have said to Marcus Rashford, you are my penalty taker. You will be taking the penalties if you're on the pitch. And then there's no confusion.
And sharing the penalty between teammates is good and bad. And should penalty kicks always arranged inside by the managers?
Yeah, the manager should always have that arranged. I don't think it's right that that player should be deciding on the pitch whenever it happens. You should have your designated penalty taker there.
So which qualities of a player need to be a penalty taking specialist?
You have to practice. I mean, it's very difficult to replicate the pressure that you're under by practicing, but that doesn't mean to say you can't. I always used to practice nowadays. I used to tell the goalkeeper in training which side I was going to go to. I was going to say to him, before I took the penalty, right, I'm going to go right hand side. But if I struck my penalty in the way that I knew I wanted to, the goalkeeper, irrespective of whether he knew where I was going, shouldn't take it. So I always practice that as high into the top corner. But you also have the confidence and the belief that you have to change now and again, because the goalkeepers can cheat and move along the line. So you have to do something different. But it's having belief, it's having confidence, and putting that into practice. Whether there's 60 there or whether there's 6 people on the training ground, it doesn't matter. If you put it to where you want to in that spot, the goalkeeper shouldn't stop it. And it's having the confidence to do that.
So, could you name your 5 best United takers now in the Premier League?
Well, Harry Kane's one of them, without a doubt. He was very confident. I played at Southampton with the best penalty taker I've seen, actually, with this guy Matt Letizia. He only ever missed 1 penalty in his career. But they're all different techniques, because some people like to watch the goalkeeper and not take their eye off the ball. Others, like me, always used to say, no, I'm picking the spot, and that's where I'm going. It doesn't matter whether you go to the right side or not, you should not save it. But yeah, Harry Kane's one of the better penalty takers. He takes them for England, and also, of course, for Tottenham Hotspur. Scored one in the North London derby against Arsenal. Stuck it away with ease and full of confidence. So Harry Kane's the best in the Premier League at taking penalties.
Here, talk about young striker. Young coaches has brought some interesting things to the league too. And Frank Lampard used to be your rival on the pitch. And what do you think about the difficulty that they are facing now, and what they need to do to remain until the end of the season?
Now, Frank's got a very big and difficult job on, but because of his association with Chelsea and his relationship with the owner, and the fans understand what is going on at Chelsea, i.e. they have a transfer ban. Frank has inherited that, so that will give him a little bit more leeway, a little bit more time than any other manager at Chelsea, because over the years Chelsea have hired and fired managers like that, and that's worked for them and always been successful for them. I mean, they can't do it on this occasion because they've lost their best player, the talisman, and Eden Hazard, not being able to replace him. And Frank has emphasised that he's going to play a lot of the youth. And it's about time, because Chelsea have produced all these players over the years and not many have had chances. Now all of a sudden you've got youngsters coming in and staying in, like Abraham, like Mason Mount, who the manager has belief in and given that opportunity, and that's great to see. It will be tough, I think, because whilst doing that, a lot of your player time is going to be naive, i.e. the weekend, when they're 2-0 up, you should basically kill off the game and see that game off and not let the team come back into it like they did in terms of Sheffield United. So from that point of view, I think it'll be really exciting watching Chelsea this year. They'll score goals, but they'll also concede a lot. But it'll be good viewing, and the quicker they learn to get rid of that naivety, the better it'll be. But he's got a big and tough task on his hands at Chelsea, Frank.
Another songs guy. So the coach of Manchester.
Yeah, he's exactly the same. I mean, he's got a big job on. He's taken a huge gamble in not replacing Romelu Lukaku, going in with a lot of inexperience in terms of up front. They've recruited and spent a huge amount of money defensively, and Harry Maguire and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which should improve them, albeit they're still conceding too many goals. But every